Hello students. Already we have discussed about sets. In that we have discussed about equality of two sets and empty set and the notation. And first we have discussed what is set means. Next we discuss about subset. We discuss about subset. Already have given homework problems also. You have all completed, and some of them are not completed. They have not sent a video homework also. So those who are not sent, please send that homework problems to my number. So now we are discussing about subset. We know that what is empty sets. If there is no element, then it is called empty set. And also we can say the sets are equal. So when it is equal, if there are equal number of elements, same numbers, if they have same elements, then it is called equal sets. Next is a subsets. So what is subset means? A set A is said to be a subset of one more set B. If there are two sets, a set A is said to be a subset of B if every element of if every element of A is also an element of a set A is said to be a subset of B if there are two sets A and B. A is said to be a subset of B if every element of A is also an element of B. If I consider one set A and if element of A is also element of B, then A is called the subset of B. If A is a subset of B, then we denote this by A is a subset of B. So this indicates that this is a symbol used to write it is a subset. To write it is a subset. So A is a subset of B. That means all the elements of A is also an element of B. Then we call A is a subset of B, not B is a subset of B. A is a subset of B. If I consider an example, if I take A is equal to 1, 2 is one set, and if I consider B is equal to if I consider A is a set of 1, 2 and B is a set of 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now we can see the element of A, all the elements of A are the elements of B. All the elements of A are the elements of B. Here A is a subset of B. A is a subset of B. That means all the elements of A is also element of B. If I consider one more example, or if all the elements of A is not the element of B, then we say A is not the subset of B. Then we denote that by, if A is not the subset of B, then we denote this A is not subset of B. If it is subset, this is a symbol. Not mean there is a one more line. It is not a subset of B. We call it as A is a subset of B, or one more name for this is A is contained in B. A is completely contained in B. So A is a subset of B, or A is contained in B. Or in general, if A is a subset of B means, so what is the meaning? All the elements of A is element of B. All the elements of A is an element of, is also an element of B, or we can write A is a subset of B. So when it is possible, if A belongs to A, implies A belongs to B. If A is a subset of B means, A is a subset of B means, if I consider any element in A belongs to A means A is an element in A. I have told what is that A belongs to A means. So A is element of A, that implies A is also element of B. A is also element of B. So this is the definition. A set A is said to be a subset of B if every element of A is also an element of B. It is denoted by A is a subset of B. Or A is a subset, or you can write that is A is a subset of B if A belongs to A implies A belongs to B. And example, you can write A and B, and A is contained in B. A is contained in B. If A is not a subset, then we denote this by A is not a subset of B. After subset, in some of the cases what happens is A is a subset of B and B is also subset of A. If I take one example, if A is one set, if I take A is equal to if I consider two set, now we can say A is a, all the elements of A is present in B and all the elements of B is also present in E. That means what? A is a subset of B and B is also subset of A is subset of B and B is also subset of A. If and also we can see, when we see the sets, we can say these are the equal sets. The number of or the elements in the sets are same, means that are the equal sets. So what we can say, if A is a subset of B, B is also a subset of A, this implies A and B are equal. A and B are equal. If there is a condition, if the condition is given, A is a subset of B and B is also a subset of A, then we can conclude A is equal to B. Then one more definition, there is one more definition is that if A is a subset of, this is one note, A is a subset of, one note you can write. So first note, A is a subset of B and B is a subset of A implies, that means A is equal to B. Second one, every set is a subset of itself. Every set, if I consider A is one set, then A itself is a subset. If I consider A and A, all the elements of A is also present in A. So what we can say, every set is a subset of itself. Every set is a subset of itself. Every set is a subset of itself. So this is one more note. Every set is a subset of itself. Next note is empty set is a subset of every set. So we can say, we know what is subset means. Subset means all the elements of that should be contained in a given set. Should be contained in a given set. So for any set, I can say empty set. Empty set means there is no element. So empty set is also a subset of every set. Empty set means there is no element. So there is no element means that is also one of the set of given set. So next one is empty set is a empty set is a subset of empty set is a subset of every set. Subset of every set. Empty set is a subset of every set. So these three are the main note in the set of, in the case of subsets. So if A is subset of B, B is also subset of E, then we can say A and B are equal, and every set is a subset of itself. Given set, one set is given means subset of that will be that set itself, and empty set is a subset of every set. Empty set is a subset of every set. So these three are the notes we can you make down in these key points. And if A is a subset of B, A is a subset of B, and if B is also subset of A, then we can say A and B are equal. But if A is a subset of B and B is not a subset of, or B is not a subset of A, that means A and B are not equal, then A is called the proper subset of A is called the proper subset of A, proper subset of B. If A and B are two sets such that A is a subset of B and A is not equal to B, the condition is A and B are two sets such that A is a subset of B and A is not equal to B, then A is called the proper subset. A is called the proper subset of B. A is called the proper subset of B. If A and B are two sets, the condition is A is a subset of B, but A is not equal to B, then A is called the proper subset of B. And B is called the superset. And B is called the superset. A is a proper subset of B and B is called the superset. So this is one more definition of proper subset. So write down this definition also, proper subset. What is proper subset? Then after that, so we have discussed about subset. Now I'll give one set and we have to write all the subsets of given set. If I give an example, write the subsets of so now we have to write all the subsets of given set A comma B. We know that every set is a subset of itself and empty set is a subset of all the sets, and also we have to write what we know what is the definition. Every set or all the elements of that should be contained in the given set. So first I can write the subsets are one is empty set. Empty set is subset of every set. So next one is a set containing one element. I can write set containing one element, because now this is a subset of given set. Why? All the elements is contained in this given set. So this is also one more, all the elements of this is contained in here. So these are the subsets, and one more is a given set itself is a subset. Given set itself is a subset. A and B. So these are the subsets of given set. So this we can write the subsets. So I'll give homework. Write the subsets of write all the subsets of set A is equal to 1, 2, 3. So while writing you should know one is empty set and given set itself, and after that we can consider set containing one elements we can consider, and after that we can set containing two elements also we can consider. So how many subsets that we have to see now? That we have to see. So this is about the subset. So we know that what is real line also. So what is real line? So real line, in the real line we can make subsets. In the given line also we can make subsets or real numbers. Now intervals as subsets of R. Intervals as subsets of intervals as subsets of R means a real number. So what is intervals means? So in the real line we have real numbers. Real line means real numbers. So if we can divide that real numbers also, we write it as infinity to minus infinity to plus infinity. That means all the numbers, all the negative real numbers and all the positive real numbers. So that intervals as a that acts as a subset of R. So what is that? See, if I consider any real number A and B, if I consider any real number A and B, then I have to consider A and B in such a way that A is less than B. Consider A and B belongs to R such that A is less than B, then the set of all real numbers, then the set of all real numbers, then the set of all real numbers x, real numbers x, such that A is less than x is less than B, A is less than x less than B is called an open interval. Is called an open interval. Is called an open interval. This open interval is a subset of real line. In the real line, if I consider any two real numbers A and B, the condition is A should be less than B, then there exists such a real number x, x is any number such that x is in between that A and B is called an open interval. So open interval, this is open interval AB. Open interval AB. That means what is the meaning of this? This is an open interval in which all the elements or all the real numbers in between A and B is belongs to this. Because real number means we can say it is a real line, one big line. So in that we are considering some means. So now we can see. So if I consider any real line, in that if I consider this is A and this is B, because A is less than B, this is B. And what is that open interval means? The values in between this A and B, the values in between this is called open interval. Is called open interval. Here you can see A is less than X less than B. That means what? A is not included, B is also not included, A is not included. All the real numbers in between that, but A and B are not included. And also here A and B are called the end points of the interval. End points of the interval. So this is the definition of open interval. Open interval means all the real numbers between A and B, but not including A and B. But not including A and B. So this is called the open interval. So A and B is here. All the real numbers in between means. So we can write the diagram as this is not including. We can write open circle at A and B. So A and B points are not included. Very next to that A is included. Here also very next to B is included. But A and B are not included. A and B are not included. So this is about the open interval. So or in the set builder form, how we can write is open interval is set of all x such that A and B, or first we can write A is less than X less than B, and A and B are real numbers. You can write open interval as all the real numbers except all the real numbers except in between x a and b, such that, hello students, we have seen about open interval set of all x such that a is less than x less than b, a comma b belongs to r, or also we can write this is instead of writing a comma b belongs to r, we can write x belongs to r also. So this is about the open interval, all the real numbers in between a and b, not including a and b, that is called the open interval. Similarly, we can write closed interval also. This is open interval. Similarly, we can write closed interval also. So what is that closed interval? A and B are real numbers. Same definition you can write. A and B are real numbers such that A is less than B. Then there exists a x such that here the condition is closed interval, means A is less than or equal to x less than or equal to B. A is less than or equal to x less than or equal to B is called closed interval. Is called closed interval. And it is denoted by closed interval a b. So now the condition is a and b are real numbers, a is less than b, same condition, but there exists a x such that a less than or equal to x less than or equal to b is called closed interval. So closed interval, what is the meaning here? All the real numbers in between a and b, here the endpoints a and b are also included. The endpoints are also included. So this is called the closed interval. Or in the set builder form, we can write the closed interval as closed interval AB is equal to set of all x such that x is a real number, set of all x such that x is a real number such that a less than or equal to x less than or equal to b. This is called the closed interval. This is called the closed interval. So how we can draw this in the real line? So suppose this is the real line. I can take this as A and this as B. Now the real numbers between A and B, now it is less than or equal. Either less than or equal to that A also. Now A and B, the endpoints of the intervals are included in that. Endpoints are included. Therefore, I can make here darken circle. Darken circle. So this is what the real numbers in between A and B, including A and B. In between A and B and including A and B, this is called the closed interval. So one is open interval and one is closed interval. So now this is now complete one set real line. So in that we are taking small one, means that is a subset. So in the set also there will be many elements. So in that we are selecting some that becomes a subset. Now this also, it is a real line. From that we are taking some portion of that real line, some portion. So that portion becomes a subset of real line. So this is about the closed intervals. We have learned about open interval and closed interval. Now other two intervals are one half open and half closed. That means one side is open and one side is closed. So half open interval. So next definition we can write A and B are two intervals. A and B are any two real lines such A is less than B. Then there exists a x such that A less than x less than or equal to B. A less than x less than or equal to B is called half open interval, or we denote this by A is not included, B is included. So always you remember this open bracket indicate that is not included, closed bracket indicate that is included. So here A is not included but B is included. So A is open and B is closed. And it is, we call it as half open or half closed. Usually we don't give any name for this. We just said we just read it as half open A, open interval A, B closed, like that we read. So this is one more, and one more is interval A is included, B is not included. Now A is included but B is not included. So this one we write it as a closed interval A, open interval B. A is included, B is not included. So these are the open interval. So how we can draw this in the real line? This one, to draw this in the real line, so how we can draw? So this is A, this is B. So A is not included means open circle. B is included means closed circle. B is included means closed circle. So how it can draw this interval? Here it is A is included, B is not included. So included means closed circle. Excluded means open circle. So these are the four intervals. So these intervals, when we consider a real line, so this is a part of that real line. So this is called the subsets of intervals as a subset of real line. So and also in the interval, so in all the intervals, if we write it is if we calculate what is B minus A in open interval, in closed interval, or in these, so the value B minus A, if we calculate, that is called the length of the interval. B minus A is called is the length of the interval. Is the length of the interval. For any interval, it is a open or closed interval, B minus A is called the length of the interval. So I'll give some of the examples for this. Mainly there is no such examples to give for the interval. So main thing is to write given interval into set builder form, or set into interval into set builder form, or set builder form into interval form. That is main problem. Or I'll just give examples for this to understand what is set or what is interval. So if I write it is 2 comma 3 means, so what is the meaning of 2 comma 3? Now it is open interval. So open interval means all the real numbers in between 2 and 3. There are many real numbers between 2 and 3, but except 2 and 3. Here it is open means 2 and 3 are not included. It is not the numbers in between. You can say, so there is no numbers between 2 and 3. Not like that. It is the real numbers. There are many real numbers in between. Many real numbers in between. So we can say all the real numbers in between 2 and 3 except 2 and 3. 2 and 3 are not included. So this is example, or I can write other examples. Closed interval also 4 to 6. Now all the real numbers between 4 and 6, and also what is that, including 4 and 6. So this is also one more example. So now the main problem in this is to write in the set builder as well as in the to write in the set builder form, or given interval in the set builder form, or write in the intervals form. So I'll give an example. Write in the set builder form. Write in the set builder form. So I'll give intervals. You have to write in the set builder form. First one is I have given open interval. So how we can write in the set builder form? The set builder form, we can write the set of all x such that x is a real number. X is a real number. Now you have to see the condition whether 2 and 5 are included or not. 2 and 5 are not included because it is open interval. So 2 less than x less than 5. So this is the set builder form of equation. So this one. Next one. Now this is the given interval. Now we have to write in the set builder form. So what is that set builder form? Set of all x such that x is a real number, then -4 less than or equal to x less than 2, because now it is closed, so it in less than or equal, but here it is open, so just open it is. So now it is a 2,6, and now first 2 is not included, 6 is included. Same sentence for everything. Set of all x such that x belongs to R. Then what is given, that you have to write now. -2 less than x less than or equal to 6. So this is one more example. Next I can give so both are closed now. Both are closed means both the values are included. So this is equal to set of all x such that x belongs to R, and less than or equal to. Now it is both included, so you have to write this both are included. So I'll give same kind of problems as homework. You complete yourself. I'll give some other problems as a homework, including this. -0 to 100, -6 to 0, -5 to -2. So write these in the set builder form. Whatever I have given 4 problems, write these in the set builder form. Next is write as a interval form. Write as a in the interval form. Now it is to write in the set builder form. Now they will give in the set builder form. You have to write in the interval form. You have to write in the interval form. Write in the interval form. So I'll give some examples like set of all x such that if I consider the set of all x such that x belongs to R and 2 less than or equal to x less than 11, so I can write this in the interval form as 2 is included, so it is a closed interval 2, and 11 is not included, so it is open interval. It is a open interval. Set of all x such that x belongs to R, then I can give example. If I consider this set of all x such that x belongs to R and -6 less than x less than 0, then this will be equal to, both are not included, so open interval -6 to 0. Open interval -6 to 0. Next, set of all x such that x belongs to R. X belongs to R. I can write the example like set of all minus 10 less than equal to s less than equal to 2, this will be equal to both are included. If both are included means that is a closed interval. Both are included. Set of all x such that x belongs to R. X belongs to R. The interval is I can give example like open 5 less than x 5 less than x less than 20 less than or equal to 20 less than or equal to 20. So this can be written as 5 is not included but 20 is included. So these four are the examples I have given. Next, if it is only less than, then it is open interval. If it is less than or equal, then it is a closed interval. So similarly, I'll give some other examples. Set of all x such that x belongs to R and minus 6 less than x less than or equal to 4. So write this in the set or in the interval form. Zero less than or equal to x less than or equal to 9, then 2 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 5. Set of all x such that x belongs to R, then minus 2 less than minus 2 less than x minus 2 less than x less than 0 less than 0. So these are the these four I have solved. So that four are the homework problems. You have to write that in the interval form. So this we have discussed about conversion or writing intervals as in the set builder form, as well as writing that in a set builder form in the interval form. That means we have taken these intervals, we have considered these intervals as the subset of given real line. So not only these, there are standard sets. So that is set of natural numbers and set of integers, set of rational numbers, and set of what is that, irrational numbers. So all these are also a subset of real number. So we can say set of natural number is a subset of integers, I can say, and also set of natural number is a subset of rational numbers, and also set of natural number is a subset of real number, that also I can say, or integers is a subset of real number, or integers is a subset of rational number. All that I can write. So these are, that is also examples for subset. So now we have discussed about subsets and set of real means subsets as a interval or subsets of real numbers. Thank you.